Hey there, everybody. Bernie Sanders is right now on the stage at the CNN uh, Democratic Town Hall that we can't broadcast to you because CNN claims the right to this as political speech. I'm going to run your lower thirds. We've got comment monitors, moderators waiting. We're going to show your comments while Bernie talks, and we'll make funny commentary if anything ridiculous goes on. Thank you for being here for the Meta Town Hall in Ohio because we're not allowed to stream it because CNN claims to own this as political speech. But you know how that goes. So anyway, that's what we're doing here. While we're waiting for me to set up the full screen, here's the meme that Steph produced really quickly, folks, for us. I had mentioned this earlier today, a meme relating the personalities of Adolf Hitler and Donald Trump, and you can see all the relationships there. I think it's a beautiful meme put together by Steph. Thank you. Give me a few minutes, and we will have the full screen overlays up with your comments, and we'll be tracking the hashtags DemTownHall and Debate with Bernie. Thank you. Cool. Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We're I just asked Scott if he wanted to come on. He said, "Yeah, I really haven't been paying all that much attention. He's been doing stuff in social or whatnot. I've been watching this thing with you guys. More than 100 of you. Nice to have you here. A great conversation that we're having with the meta debate. I think Bernie's killing it. He's doing great. I agree with whoever said it. I missed it. It was early. Jake Tapper looks completely constipated. I absolutely agree with you there. It's nice to have you all here. Humor is a great lubricant. Nice, Steph. Is that regarding Jake Tapper as well? I have no idea where you're going there. There's a little bit of delay here, so it's really kind of funny that I'm going to look at these comments and then you're going to hear me how it goes. Anyway, not so bad so far. I don't know that there were any questions asked that I thought were ridiculous. I mean, the typical how we're going to pay for the question of the education. I guess with anybody that has this, why are we going to give them free college? That guy that asked him the question about free college for everybody, it almost sounded like he was butthurt about it. And I don't know if he was, but it was almost like I had to pay back my loans and everybody else should have to pay back. What happened to the advancement of civilization? Guess what? Things aren't as difficult today as they were for other people. We have the ability to make this affordable for everybody. Free. Education should be free. Okay, education should be fucking free. I'm sorry, just should be free. All right. So, when people argue, why shouldn't we have to pay for it? Well, because this is the furthering of humanity. Okay, it benefits all when we are all educated. The more education we have, the smarter we all are, and the less drumpf rallies we have. That's really what it comes down to. More education, less drumpf. Okay, that's basically the ratio there. It's a very simple prospect. More knowledge, less drumpf. That's how it goes. So, in my opinion, education should just be handed out to everyone, please. But we would need to make it equitable. We need to make it sustainable, right? There has to be money involved because education costs money. Well, we don't need to be paying 54% of our budget into the military. I don't know why we haven't hammered this shit out of the military-industrial complex yet, but I'm waiting to see that dismantled. Aren't you? Aren't you looking forward to dismantling the military-industrial complex, stopping that money train, putting that money back to the people, right? It's amazing. No politician can win any election by smashing the military-industrial complex. It's the most ridiculous thing. Nobody wins. You mention it, you're dead. Right? Bernie's brought it up a few times in rallies, a few select times. But for the most part, you don't mention that beast. Well, we're going to dismantle it. We're going to take it out. And I'm just waiting for them to come back. We're on a long commercial break, aren't they? It's crazy. Ah, here we go. All right. Here we go, folks. Back to quality establishment television. We are going to return to your comments. Thank you so much for being here. Back to the meta. You know, guys, we put Bernie Sanders in office, and we can create media organizations that actually tell the truth and put our political speech back in the hands of us. And then we can all watch this stuff all the time instead of having to do what we're doing now. But you're having a great conversation. I'm watching it. It's fun. Thank you for being here, everybody. Feel the burn.
That addicts and abusers need when they need it. We have thousands of people.
Well, I should have just waited 2 seconds. So I wouldn't have had to talk over Bernie. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Got like 160 of you with us here. Thanks for being here. No, this is not the debate. This is the meta debate. And what that means is that we're here all watching the debate on CNN, on establishment media networks, TV One, whatever you happen to be watching on. There's a link to a YouTube channel that's doing a scrape of the CNN channel. We can't do that. CNN targets us directly. They've shut us down before. So what we're doing is broadcasting your thoughts, your comments. We're having a conversation with you in YouTube chat. This helps Bernie Sanders by elevating all of our semantically relevant conversation. It's all about Bernie Sanders, and in terms of SEO, that helps raise his name and everything that he's about in search. That's how Google search works. So by being here together, we're having a conversation. Hopefully we're informing the electorate. Some new people are learning some new stuff. We're all learning about each other, and we're having that conversation while we watch Jake Tapper interview, and I don't know who else is in this bunch here, but interview Bernie Sanders. And from that point of view, we're very lucky, folks, that he goes first, so that we don't have to sit there and pound our, do face palms as we listen to Hillary talk about how wonderful she is and forget her own history and try to convince the American people that she's actually going to do something for them. Anyway, Scott, you have anything, you've been paying attention this time? You have anything you want to say about what's going on? You don't have to. I just thought I'd hit you up. You've been hanging here with me. We got Scott. We got Bad Wolf Time Lady in here. You guys have been rocking the comments. I don't know. Anything, Scott? No.
I've been filling out credential requests for the convention.
You've been doing what? Filling out potential requests for the convention, you said?
Credential, yeah.
Oh, nice. For the convention. That's sweet. Fantastic. Scott's getting ready to go somewhere else. When is this happening, man?
July 25th, the Democratic Convention.
Ah, Democratic Convention, folks. Oh yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll talk about Rhode Island. When is that? When does that actually happen? I don't even know. When does that happen?
The Democratic Convention is July 25th.
July 25th. Okay, and is that, so I mean, here's me being all dumb. That's the big one, right? That's the big national thing. And is that where we pick? Is that where we find out, or do we know before that?
We should know beforehand.
We should know beforehand, but that's when they make the official.
Unless nobody reaches the threshold, but.
Okay. Interesting. And would that be a case where the superdelegates then have to do something?
Yeah, but with the two-person race, it's not likely that someone's not going to make the threshold.
I see. All right, well. You hear what Bernie says, folks, and it is the truth. When we have huge voter turnout, we win. That's all it is. Huge voter turnout. We dominate the web. We dominate 18 to 34-year-old bracket. Our ground game is unsurpassed. Our funding is unsurpassed. We have broken records in politics, so many records in terms of doing what we're doing. This is the largest political movement in the history of humankind. We will win. Don't believe anything the establishment media tells you, folks. Don't believe a word of it. It's all BS. I should have played a video. You had a video to play. Maybe I'll do that next time. I want to thank Steph for cranking out cards. He made the card here like while we were in this event. He's like, John, I've got a card. Grab it. He's actually faster at doing those things than I am at putting these little events together. It's amazing how fast people work here. All right, we're back. The Star Spangled graphic just came across. Talk to you folks in a bit. Thank you for being here. We'll put that lower third back on somewhere. I think we're right around here. All right. Seriously? Were they came back for like 2 questions? That was like really quick. I didn't quite get that. That was weird. They didn't come back for very long. I so I'm just switching over here. I think he's killing it. I actually think the questions aren't bad. Scott, what do you think? Are they being fair? You paying attention?
I haven't been paying attention.
What are you doing here? Just hanging out, not even watching, just hanging out for fun? Nice.
I just finished filling out the application.
Scott's busy filling out credential applications so he could bring us a feed from somewhere else. He's not even paying attention to Bernie here. I actually think they were delivering some decent questions. And it was a balanced crowd. It's interesting. I almost wonder if because we have been incessantly pounding establishment media on the fact that they suck so bad, if they're not just trying a little bit to seem less biased. I don't know. It's possible. Maybe. Your comments are great though, folks. I love what you're saying. John Whitkus, I noticed you said remember to talk over HRC. Are you guys wanting me to stay on while Shillery goes and make commentary? I was just going to kill it. I never give her any airtime, but as we would not be actually broadcasting her out. You tell me what you want to do, folks. You stay for the conversation or not. I'll probably go like livid. I'll probably go insane. I'd rather just let it go. But you let me know what you want to do. They said this was a short commercial break. This is just as long as the last commercial break. Jesus, what's the deal with these people? Like, just 1 minute, Senator Sanders. We can't finish. Come back. Got to get another commercial against you landed before you come back. It's like they ask him a question. I want to know if the commercials are like directly opposing whatever he has just said. They're like, oh, line up that commercial. Get this one. We're asking him this question. Get this commercial ready so they can refute whatever he says. I bet you that's the way they do this. You guys are having a fantastic conversation. There's more than 100 and I don't know what 70 people here all having a meta debate with us. What a great conversation. That tells you something about how we've evolved, right? Here we are in social having a text conversation, watching the debate on one stream, however we get it. I forget the term. There was a term in tech for people like what we're doing today, how we're kind of combining sources. We are in our own homes. We source feeds and bring them in, whether it be from traditional cable or from Google Fiber or whoever we're using, CenturyLink, wherever it comes from. We're choosing our different providers, Amazon and Netflix and all that stuff. And so we're looking at the new battle here. This is why the TPP becomes so important for Obama and the big corporations like Comcast. Can you hear the doggies? That's some doggies out there barking. Is because they want to lock this shit down. They know that the old cable companies are about to go into a massive battle with the internet, with Google, with those that have bandwidth and control the fiber and have programming like this, right? Because the internet is where the future is of media. We all know this. That's what's happening. I know I'm going off on a total different slant on what's happening in future media just because I'm waiting for them to come back here. Stuff like this won't happen anymore. Long, dumb commercial breaks like this. But I was making a comment earlier, folks. Where somebody posted saying, "Oh, here we go. Fancy stars are back. All right, we return to your regularly scheduled conversation." As soon as I can figure out where it was. Here. How about here? There we go. Let's turn audio back on. Hey everybody. Here, let me kill this. I can't watch her. I can't. I gotta kill it. I gotta mute her. Be quiet. Stop. So I'm telling to her. Are you guys watching? What do you want to do? Scott was saying, yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do here. I don't want to bother you. If you guys want to watch her, we could let you go there. But I thought Bernie kicked ass, and Scott was just saying, and hang on, let's change the audio now so I don't look really dumb again. And hi, Scott.
Hello.
So Scott was just saying that he was surprised that Bernie was friends with Chuck Inhofe. Is that because
Inhofe, I think
he's a bad guy? Tell us about this. I don't even know this guy. He's a climate denier.
He gets elected in Oklahoma. Anybody that gets elected in Oklahoma can't be that good.
Ow! Ow!
I know we have friends in Oklahoma.
We need to change that, Oklahoma.
But they don't get I doubt that they ever get to vote for the winning candidate in general elections and stuff like that.
Oh,
the
well.
Primaries, our friends in Tulsa and other places might vote for a winning candidate, but not in the general election in Oklahoma. It's one of the most racist states in the country.
Oh, well, there you go, folks. Oklahoma is apparently one of the most racist states in the country. And, well, Bernie's friends with Jim. I'm sorry, John. John Whitkus, thank you for correcting me. Jim Inhofe. Yeah. He's bought enough airtime. Yeah, still. I'm
one of the key climate deniers, like Bernie said.
Oh, is he the snowball guy? Is he the snowball comic guy? Is that why everybody's saying this? Snowball Inhofe? He's a moron, but Bernie makes friends with everyone. Nice, Brom. Bernie burned down the CNN town hall. I know you weren't paying attention because you were filling out the credentials, and I'm going to say this right now, guys. I owe somebody I owe a lot of people. I'm just going to say this right now because I got to while I remember. I owe so many people apologies for joining this group, and as so many things have changed and happened. And I'm trying to keep up with them, and people have come in and gone. I've lost people. I've forgotten about people. Kyle Cooper is one of those who came in a long time ago. Is like, dude, I can do things, I can help, but you like don't remember and blah blah. So Scott, the reason I'm saying all this while you're here is because Kyle I finally had a conversation with him. He has 6 months coming up here real soon to take off. He's got a vehicle. He's ready to travel on the road with Bernie. Hopefully I'm going to put that solo unit that's headed out Nico's way into his hands, and he will travel with Bernie out there March 22nd-ish as we head into those areas, right? Arizona, and what other states we got? We got Utah. Is it Utah coming out there around that time, Scott? I think so.
Could be.
Utah around there, right? And Super Tuesday coming up. We have a few states, but that's like 2 days away. And so yeah, that's. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. Apologies to Kyle Cooper because you've been waiting around for a long time, man, and I really appreciate you being here. For everybody that does this stuff, Scott, everybody else, and they don't have to be here. You know, you guys don't have to be here. You guys could be doing something else. You guys could be helping Bernie in other ways, and I want you to do that. Please don't forget the phone bank and face bank. I will be doing the face bank thing because that's something I think I can handle. I can go into Facebook and figure that out. You know, just. Don't forget to do the most essential thing, which is get out the vote, help get out the vote, because if we don't turn out in massive numbers, we don't win this thing. We need massive numbers. This is a volume win, folks. That's it, volume. We just have to flood the vote with us. We know there is more of us, so that's what we have to do. You know, that's what we have to do. It's like Oprah on mushrooms. Who's like Oprah on mushrooms? That's a very bizarre statement. John, it's really nice to get a response to my one short email sent a month ago. What? Simcat, what? Can you please put it in Slack or resend it? Resend it. Resend me the email. I have no idea. Resend it. What, Rosie? No? Are we talking? See, that's the problem. There's too many things. On that note, folks, we now have organizational leadership people in Bernie 2016 TV. We have a new group of people that are taking over all these things. So all that stuff that I've kind of forgotten over the last several months while Janine was gone taking care of the East Coast, which Janine is taking care of. Janine is doing some big things. I'm not going to tell you about them until tomorrow. I'm going to leave that as a teaser. You have to join me tomorrow on the newsroom at noon Eastern to find out what Janine is doing. Actually, you could probably, reach out to her in social. She might have time to tell you. But I will tell you what she told me today, which is really exciting. Tomorrow, noon on the newsroom. And yes, John, go together. We do this thing. What is Slack? I brought you into Slack. Simcat, I brought you into Slack. I will make sure you're into Slack. Slack is, I swear, I will check that right after this. Did you send me an email? Send me another email. I will get you into Slack. That's where we do our production environment. That's where we do our work. I see things in there. That's where I see stuff. The email is just a blur. All right. The Clinton Show is, John. The Clinton Show is what? The Clinton Show is. All right. I'm reading your comments. I'm trying to go through this. What do you want to do, people? I'm losing people. Oh, I'm not losing that too bad. That's good. 2,097 playbacks on this. That's what's incredible, folks, is that you're here having a conversation. This is a beautiful thing. I never thought we could sit here and have this conversation while watching another stream, right? Oh, Hillary is so much easier to tolerate when you can't hear her. You ever notice that, Scott? When you can't hear her, hi there. I just want to. I'm not talking violence. It's just Hillary. We all, like I've talked about this before. NCIS. You know how Gibbs is smacking the back. NCIS. That's what I'm talking about. That kind of thing, folks. That kind of thing. All right. So what do we have going on? We've got Super Tuesday coming up. All right. We've got. I can't watch the rest of this. We're gonna go out with a tune and cruise away, folks. That's what we're gonna do. I've been running streams all day. I think this is stream 4. Her lips are just moving. Nice. Here, folks. Here. I'll just really quick. There it is. Okay, now it's gone. There it is. Her nodding her head. I lied. I said that, and then I said something else. That's what I did. John, talk about the debate now. What do you want me to talk about? What she's saying? I can't hear. I don't hear what she's saying. I don't want to do it. Tomorrow, noon, Eastern, newsroom. We'll talk about the debate. We will talk about what Bernie had to say. We will start setting up for the Streamathon. We will do a full-on Streamathon Tuesday for Super Tuesday 2. We've got 5 states. North Carolina. Come on, help me here. Ohio. Illinois. What are they, Scott? Florida. What's number 5? Missouri. And we're looking good in Missouri. We're looking good in Illinois. We're looking good in Florida. North Carolina and Ohio are the 2 toughies, folks. Those are the ones who really need to get out to vote the most. All right? That's what I understand in my limited political knowledgeness, is that we need to focus on getting out the vote in Ohio and North Carolina, Face Bank, Phone Bank, both of those banking things, do them. Okay? If you're in those states, get on the ground, canvas, get connected with your team. Go to BernieSanders.com, connect.BernieSanders.com, BernieSanders.com/events. Find out what's going on. Everything is at BernieSanders.com. It's actually a really awesome website. You get everything you need there. Get connected. There's an app. Field the Burn app is one. Rally app is another one. Get these things. Help. It's all about ground game. We are just the news team and the USO here. All right. The ground game is what wins this for all of us. So get on the ground game today, tomorrow. John, will you pull up the poll, please? What poll? Which poll? Kyle, which poll? The new poll? We'll do that tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow. I want to get out of here, folks. I know. We're all having a good time. We're having a great conversation. I realize that. And there's still 160 of you with me right now. But I've been going. I got nothing left to say. I'm getting crazy. I want to run out with a good, happy song, and I will join you all tomorrow, much more lucid and able to talk about all this. We're going to get set up for, kicking some serious ass, because that's what we're really going to do. Kick some serious ass. I want to play something new. That's what I'm looking up. I want to play something new. Some people have dumped some different stuff into the music room, and I was like, let's see what's going on here. What can I play? They're always dropping some new stuff. and I was going to play something different. But I really don't know what to play at this point. Now you're just waiting for me to choose it. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love you too. 192? There's 192 of you watching this? What the hell? Scott, are you still not paying attention to the CNN thing?
Yeah, I'm not paying attention.
What all do you think is going to happen with Illinois? 6 points, right?
I think Illinois is looking good. I think Missouri's looking good. I think Ohio's more likely than Florida.
Ohio's more likely than why?
Florida's, it's not totally a southern state, but still somewhat is, and they haven't really been back there since the debate.
Tim Canova's out there raising hell.
Yeah.
See that video? He's out there starting the revolution in Miami, man. We got Tim Canova. We got all of the kids out there. We've got the 18 to 34s. I mean, isn't that Florida? We got the young and we have the really old, which basically defines the two demos we're working with here. Oh.
A lot more old.
What? A lot more old. But so what in Ohio gives us an advantage? What's going on in Ohio that
the Midwest, the issues on trade and everything? It's more like Michigan.
Tons of okay, more like Michigan. Okay, yeah, because you can hit them on the trade deals. I see what you're saying. Okay, interesting. Okay, so I'm wrong. Where we really need to focus is where we should focus on what states?
Well, I think they all need focus, but I think it's more likely that Missouri, Illinois, and Ohio could be the three victories than
nice.
Florida or North Carolina.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Thank you for that assessment. I certainly don't know. This is why we have Scott, folks, and other people that actually know what's going on with the political game. I'm just here to broadcast the information and report the news. Have a conversation with you guys. Tomorrow I'm going to have a Tim Black video. Hey, Tim Black, if you're out there, you're either working really hard or I don't know what happened, but I'm love to get back in touch. Love to have you on the newsroom again. And we'll be seeing Tom Fegan soon, folks. We're getting him back on the newsroom. We'll have a We the People coming up, and I know that we'll be doubling up on We the Peoples. We're going to have some on like a Tuesday and a Thursday or something like that. So look for those announcements as we get that rolling, folks. We got a lot of stuff coming up. We got a lot of Bernie-crats that we need to talk to and get airtime for, right? And Scott, I totally did not use that to tomorrow. Oh, looks like Jesse's posted information here. Tomorrow there's a bunch of Future to Believe in rally.
Yeah, there's going to be more rallies tomorrow than Tuesday.
Tomorrow there's a lot more rallies. Okay, so I plan on a full day of streaming tomorrow as well, is what you're telling me, Scott?
Yeah, usually the day of they do more just showing up impromptu at polling places and stuff like that. They don't do a lot of rallies on election night, or they're in another state. Yeah.
That's cool. Well, all right. So tomorrow, stop playing McConnell. All right. So yeah, folks, I had to leave Scott up there so you could look at his face while I took my slow time to pull up a video to run. And climate change. Climate change is huge in Florida, folks. If you are in Florida and you are voting for anybody but Bernie Sanders, and you live close to the ocean, which most of you do in Florida, I'm sorry. You're not making a smart choice. You're going to be underwater soon. Florida's not looking good there, folks. Hillary's plan, not enough. Bernie Sanders is the most aggressive plan there is, and it's not enough. Okay? I think Bernie knows that too. He's just biding his time. It's also why Bernie Sanders is not mentioning the military-industrial complex. I'd love to get, I believe it was John Perkins we had on before. I'd love to get in touch with him. Oh, and Jeff Young, Young for Kentucky. Jeff Young, I saw you post a message on politicalrevolution.tv. Let's show Jeff Young in Kentucky some love. He's a Bernie-crat. He's a really smart guy. He's running there. That's a purple state. We could use his help. Retired. The retired don't care, John. Really? Retired don't care? They might if they're okay. I could see it. Look, they're going to be floating a lot sooner than they think. Anyway, Jeff Young, you were looking at being on the newsroom. That's fine with me. I'll see if I can get we'll get you booked on the newsroom. We're going to start doing some more guests on that show if we can figure it out. Now that we've got some more people help me run the ship here, I really appreciate that. I don't know what the deal is with the MIC. John Perkins would be great. We had him on before on a show called Kelly Digs In, and I'd love to get him back on to talk about that. I think Bernie's going to bring that up when he can. I think it would be. What do you think, Scott? Do you think the reason he doesn't bring it up is because it would kill his campaign chances right now?
Bring what up?
The military-industrial complex and how we need to destroy it. How we're spending 54% of our budget on war.
I think he just wants to fight the election on the domestic front.
So you consider that to be the foreign front, huh? Well, I guess it is because it's about global arms sales. So really, it is. It is. He's not ready to fight the United States as the arms dealer. First, he's got to tackle the lower branch of the government, and then he's got to tackle the subvert government that's been really controlling the money, right? People like the Dick Cheneys and the Halliburton companies and that kind of crap. We'll get to them. That's the big beast that I talked about months ago. I said, folks, we haven't even touched the real beast. The real beast is something that Ike reminded us of when he left. That was his leaving speech, and he did it when he left because he knew people would kick his ass if he did it before he left office. And he warned us about the military-industrial complex, and it is the beast that we need to destroy. But we can't do it until we've got Bernie in office, and we have a full Bernie-crat Congress, and we are able to pass all the legislation we need to pass to make this a peaceful nation, right? Earlier today, we tried to bring you Jane Sanders from Phoenix, Arizona, and Nico Nolan was out there. We didn't have great connectivity. I don't even know if Jane Sanders was there. I heard that it was a miscomm and she wasn't there. I don't even know what the deal is. I saw some notes around. If she was there, we missed her. And we just got online right as this. I was so pissed. I'm watching YouTube go live, and I'm hearing Makana end his song. I'm like, it was like the worst times thing ever. So to apologize to Makana, because, and this isn't even the right song, but it's the first one I put. This is We Are the Many, and I'm going to play this one anyway because why not? He did this on November 10th, 2011. Becoming a big fan of you, sir. Would love to have you on the program. Anybody know him, want to get him on Bernie 2016 TV to do some music? That would be fantastic. I know he feels the burn. I'd love to have him on here. Why don't we get him and some friends on? I'm just going to throw that out there. Anybody want to make that happen? That would be great. So let's do that. Here we go, Makana. We Are the Many. We will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, the newsroom. And then apparently for a sling of rallies, we'll just chase Bernie all day, folks. Thanks for being here with us. Feel the burn, everybody.
Come here, gather round the stage. The time has come for us to voice our rage against the ones who've trapped us in a cage, to steal from us the value of our wage, from underneath the vestiture of law. The lobbyists at Washington do gnaw. At liberty, the bureaucrats guffaw. And until they are purged, we won't withdraw. We'll occupy the streets, we'll occupy the courts, we'll occupy the offices of you, till you do the bidding of the many, not the few. Our nation was built upon the right of every person to improve their plight. But the laws of this republic they rewrite, and now a few own everything in sight. They own it free of liability. They own, but they are not like you and me. Their influence dictates legality. And until they are stopped, we are not free. We'll occupy the streets, we'll occupy the courts, we'll occupy the offices of you till you do the bidding of the many, not the few. You enforce your monopolies with guns while sacrificing our daughters and sons. But certain things belong to everyone. Your thievery has left the people none. So take heed of our notice to redress. We had little to lose, we must confess. Your empty words do leave us unimpressed. A growing number join us in protest. We occupy the streets, we occupy the courts, we occupy the offices of you till you do the bidding of the many, not the few. You can't divide us into sides, and from our gaze you cannot hide. Denial serves to amplify, and our allegiance you can't buy. Our government is not for sale. The banks do not deserve a bail. We will not reward those who fail. We will not move till we prevail. We'll occupy the streets, we'll occupy the courts, we'll occupy the offices of you till you do the bidding of the many, not the few. We'll occupy the streets, we'll occupy the courts, we'll occupy the offices of you till you do the bidding of the many, not the few. We are the many, you are the few.
Huge